Hello, Mario! So in this video, I'm going to now start putting in some text into the model. So we will be putting text in model space. It's quite important with this sort of text that we first of all have the scale set at our production scale, which is 1 to 50 here, because the text gets set in at that scale. So the first thing I'll do is just have a look at some of the windows. So this window here, for instance, is 1200 by 1400. I just want to check on the annotation here, just check on the text. Annotative text up here is the text style that we're using. Let's just have a look and see how we've got that set up. So there's the text style, annotative, and I've got it set at paper text height of 2 millimeters, which is my minimum height for paper text and Arial. So that should go pretty good. I probably need to just go to the Home tab and think here about the what layer I'm going to put this in. So in this case here, I'm going to start looking at what layer, and I don't want it in house dimensions layer. I think I'll create a layer which I'm going to call plan text, or text plan, so that I have all my text layers appearing in the same place. So let's go up to here, and here we've got layer properties. Just interestingly, I started this video, I'm actually in this case here using AutoCAD 2014. So it's gone to 2014, not my 2016 one that I was using previously. So there are some slight differences in how it's set up. That's just a thing, but I'll carry on just to so that you can see that, you know, there are different variations on things, but it shouldn't make too much of a problem. And then I'll go back to 2016 now that I've found out the problem that I have. So there's my layer. It's actually come up on my second screen. So what I'm going to do is just grab it from there and bring it in. So here's my layer properties here. I'm going to create a new layer up here. New layer, and I'm going to call it text plan. So that's the text that I'm going to have on my plan. There are some values in having text in different layers, and I'll just double click that to make that the current layer, and then close the text properties. So here it is here, text plan, and it's all systems go. Alright, so now let's have a look at this window here, 1200 times 1400. Probably for I'm doing a lot of text go into the annotative thing there. Multi-line text. I want to go with single line text for this one here in this particular instance. It might pay to turn off the snaps here. So turn off there so that it's not snapping into the line. We've got a bit more control there. I possibly would be helpful to have the ortho mode on, because that's how we'll be working. Alright, so now I'm just going to go single line, and I'm going to maybe, you want to keep possibly, I've got it there like that, about 1 millimeter above the line is probably good sort of guide for where you want the text. I'll have a little look at that now. 1200 times, oh that's a capital, I'll just go there, times 1400, and that's that done. Now we know that this text is 2 millimeters high, so the gap between the text and the line is around about 0.5 millimeter. That's probably, when we go to smaller scales to print it out, it could cause some clogging up and what have you. So what I'm going to do now is, now that I've positioned my text there, just move it a little bit. So I'm just going to select it like that, right click, move, and then I'm just going to move it a little bit up a bit. I'm still constrained by it's in ortho mode, so perhaps if I just take it out of ortho mode, it's just going to make it a little bit more free to move around. I know the lettering is 2 millimeters high, so I'm going to go for approximately, I think there would be a reasonable thing off the height of the thing. So there it is, 1200 by 1400 for that window there. Just looking at some of the other windows along here, you can do that with each one, or you could possibly just copy that one. So I'm just selected it, CP for copy, and then it's asked me, I'm going to go CP for copy, and it's asking me select the objects. I'm going to select that object there, push enter to say I've finished selecting, and then it's asking me the base point or the displacement. I haven't got my snaps turned on, so I'll just turn my snaps on there, and boom. Now I've got another window here, so I'm just going to put that there. So I know that it'll be the right distance above the line. There's another little window in here, just in here somewhere. Is it? Oh, by the door, just there. So that one there, I'll just, I might just move it, use the thing. So put it about there. So I know I've got it the right distance above the line. I then have another window here, like so, in there. Okay, and this one here. So that's all my windows along that wall, but I just need to, so this is a 1400 by 1400, this one. So let's just put that there like that, 1400. Okay. So now this one here, that's 1000 by 1400. There's a little bit of overwriting there, which can be a bit problematic. That's a 1000 by 1400. It pays to avoid the overwriting, so number of options there. Possibly, I think just move it possibly out there a little bit, just so that we don't get it overwriting and it's quite clear. We can revisit these things at a later date if we're not sort of happy with the overall look of the plan, or there's better options, but I think that's pretty good here. This one here is 800 by 800, so let's just drop that out of there, 800, so 800, like so. There is you can get some issues with editing things like this, and that sometimes you might put something in and you forget to edit it. I might just turn on my ortho mode here just to keep that snap going good, so that makes it slide along there a bit better. Okay, that's like that, and there's this 1200. Now this is actually 800 by 1200, this one here. So, oops, just escape, and just come back here, 800, okay, like so. That could do with a little bit of a move, possibly, and just to get it into the middle of the window. Okay, so there we go. So that's the windows done there. I'll just do the ones on that side, and I'll finish the other ones up a bit later on. Perhaps we could just have a look in here, say for instance at this one here, which is a wardrobe. Now there's a line, we've got a line there in the wardrobe on the plan that I haven't quite shown here yet, so let's just see if we can get that line in there. Possibly our wardrobe there is it's a 600 wardrobe. The line's sort of a bit over middle, so I'm going to do a 350 offset just to get my wardrobe in there, offset, enter 350, and that'll get that line in there. Okay, but we must remember that that line there, if we go to the home key, that line will actually be in the text plan layer, which is not what we want. So possibly I'll put it in the same layer as the walls maybe. So we can go home here and go, I'm quickly looking here for our match properties, which I'm having a bit of trouble just finding at the moment. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, well, I can't quite find it, so I'll just tap match in here, M-A-T, match prop, there it is there. So I'm just going to select that wall there and that one there, and now we should find that that's the same. That's in wall lines, yeah, so they're now in the same layer. And now we're going to put wardrobe in there. It's pretty much the same as what we did previously there. Go to text, single line, and let's just put it in there. Draw a line, and wardrobe, W-A-R-D-R-O-B-E. Oops, want it in caps. Well, that's how it is in the plan. Obviously, it's more consistent if we work in capitals. So there it is there. That looks pretty good, how that's positioned there. And let's, so that's there. This one here on the door, these ones are sort of a bit different in that they're not on the ortho mode. So I'm just going to go there like that and go like that. Now I've got ortho on, so I'll turn the ortho off, and I can sort of just line it up so it's rough, it's parallel to the door, and then I can put in the distance there, 610. Enter will just get it to end, and then yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I can move it around a little bit there like that. If need be, I can use a rotate command to rotate it, or I can come down into, I can select it and change its rotation down here. So that's, I mean, if I wanted to make that 61 degrees, put a D in, that'll just make a slight little change to it, and there you go. Or I can use the rotate command. So there's the doors that are put in there. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of bit of text that's got to be added. I'm not going to do it all in this video. Now the next thing is, how can we manage with the some other text here, like for instance, this is bedroom 2. So what I tend to do is just again hit the text button, possibly the ortho mode here, so that we're getting it in the right orientation. Click, and then I'm going to type in there BED 2. Now, because this is just to draw attention to it, I'm going to make it a slightly bigger text. So I can select it there, and I can come in here and maybe let's make that 4 millimeters high, or perhaps that's a bit big, and move it around as to where I want it. And I think that possibly is a bit too big, too dominant. So just let's hit it again, and let's just say, for instance, make that 3 millimeters high. Bit small, possibly. 3.5. Okay, so it's a matter of just your eye, what you think looks good. You don't want some things to absolutely dominate the page, but you do want it to be quite clear, especially on a plan view, perhaps having the bedroom sort of highlighted like that, because you may be referring to the bedroom quite often. So once you've got that sorted, sometimes I can just use a CP again, so that gives me the text height and the same properties. Pull it down to here like this, and this one here, I'm just going to update that to possibly master bedroom or master bed, M-A-S-T-E-R, master bed, and take out the 2, like so. One of the ways that you sort of got to use your eye maybe to get it in the middle of the room, or you can, do measurements and things, but I'm just going to move that there. And what I do is just put it so that I'll turn off the snaps, gives me a bit more, turn off the ortho snap there, turn it off. Okay, gives me a bit more room. Just move it in there so that the line is going down in between the 2 there. Might just move that a little bit, just to get it more in the middle of the bed there. I think that's all good. So that's all in there. So I think that's pretty much all of the different types of text that we've got there. And once we get them all in, of course, we can move them around, at different times just to see how they fit. So, yeah, I think that's sort of covered most of the text, putting that in there. 2 millimeters high is your minimum. Create a layer, maybe 3 millimeters high for the other stuff. And we'll leave it there. Cheers! See you!